Hey guys, it's Mr. Nettles here. Today we're going to be going over compound sentences and how to create and know if they need a comma and a conjunction or not. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to review our coordinating conjunctions. And how do we remember those? We remember those with fanboys. All right, now each one of those coordinating conjunctions means something. So, for instance, the word for means because. So, I have to find a new job for I am unemployed. So, you could replace the word because for the word for and kind of see it like that. They are interchangeable in the sense that they mean the same thing. So then you look at the word and means in addition to. I have one dog and three lovebirds. So the next one is nor, and that means and not. So neither Mark nor Mary were at school yesterday. And I know some of you remember neither nor, either or. So those are two things to remember, that little saying. We also have the word but, and but means however, and that would be I go to work on Sundays, but I don't go to work on Saturday. So this but negates everything that goes in front. So that's what that would mean. Or is either. So remember, neither nor, either or. And it says, does Clark have any brothers or sisters? And then finally, the word yet means but. I really wanted my son to study at university, yet he left the school. So that's fanboys for you. That helps you to remember what the coordinating conjunctions are. Let's keep going down. And coordinating conjunctions are a conjunction placed between words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. Now, that lets you know that it goes in. And the way that we remembered it in school, and I hope you're listening closely, is we put a box around the coordinating conjunction and the comma. So let's look at this example. So the example says Jane wanted a sandwich, but she didn't have any bread. Now, if I remember, the coordinating conjunction is but. So I'm going to put a box around the coordinating conjunction, and that is now my brick wall, basically. So I need to look at everything in front of my wall. So, how do we know if this sentence needs a comma? Let's see. Now look before the brick wall. It says Jane wanted a sandwich. So what I would do is I'm going to look here, brick wall, and I'm going to say, okay, Jane wanted a sandwich. Is this a complete sentence, you ask yourself? Does it have a subject and predicate, a who and a did what? So let's see. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Jane. So that gets a point. Yes, it does have a who. It's talking about Jane. And then what did Jane do? Did what? She wanted a sandwich. So does it have a who? Yes. And does it have a did what? Yes. So it gets a point. So 2 points for that first part. Now let's look after the wall. And after the wall, it says she didn't have any bread. So is this a complete sentence? Does it have a subject and a predicate and a who and a did what? So let's see. The who is she. So yes, she didn't have any bread. What did she do? Didn't have any bread. So it does have a who and it does have a did what. So 2 points for that. When both sides of the conjunction are equal, then you do need a comma. So there's 2 points for here. Jane wanted a sandwich, and there's 2 points for here. She didn't have any bread. So 2 plus 2, that's 4. They're equal on both sides. So yes, you need a comma. Now let's look at a non-example of a compound sentence with a comma conjunction. It says Thomas was going to the store with his mom and sister. How do we know this sentence needs a comma or not? Let's look at it. So we look at the wall, and the wall would be and right here. There's the conjunction. So now let's find out. Let's look before the wall. So it would say Thomas was going to the store with his mom. Is it a complete sentence? Does it have a subject and a predicate, a who and a did what? Who are we talking about there? It was Thomas. That's the who. And what did Thomas do? Thomas was going to the store with his mom. Now we're going to look after the wall. And after the wall is sister. Okay, is that a complete sentence? Does it have a subject and a predicate, a who and a did what? Who are we talking about there? Sister. What did sister do? Doesn't say. There's nothing there. So let's look at it. It has 2 points for Thomas and did what? And then it says sister, which is 1 point. Are they equal? If they are not equal, then no comma is necessary. And that is how you figure out whether you need a comma conjunction or not. And we will talk about compound complex sentences in the next video. Thanks, guys. Have a good afternoon.